About the gibberish. I just forgot about Dre. This is my last resort. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Ah. Losing my mind. I woke up in a new Bugatti. Yeah, I told myself I was gonna back off today. Guess I lied. Five. Whoop. Yeah. One more. Yeah. Wake the demons. Lord, give me strength. Come on, get under it. Settle under it. Settle it. Let's go, baby. Rock and roll. That's right, that's right. Sing for the left and sing for the right. Oh! All right, guys, that was Wednesday's training session. First training session since our lockdown of the country, whatever. That's another video. That's my opinion on that. It's a completely different video. But you can see we have no electricity still, and I'm the only one here. So airports are locked down, and I need to get home so I can get something from the market before it shuts down. So training today, man, I haven't felt wonderful. My body weight's still doing well. My food is on par. You know, I told myself when I came in the gym I was going to have a training session that was kind of according to how I felt the last couple of days, and that was very, very light. So I came in on box squats, and as I was getting warmed up, I just felt better and better and better. You know, the idea was to take 4 plates on the bar. I've been with 3 plates for quite a while. I did want to put 4 plates on the bar and the Mondo bands and just play around. But as we can see, that's not how it turned out. I felt better and better and better. I wanted to do 5 sets of 2. I either did 6 or 7. I lost count at some point, so I'll have to see what that amounted to on the video. But that felt really good. I wanted to take some heavier singles after that. So it was basically add the extra band on the bar. My drink is right there. Get a drink, get back under the bar and go. Worked up to the Mondos, the heavies, the averages, and roughly 2 light bands. I weighed all of the bands out after I trained today, so they're already tight. Because when you weigh a band when it's been freshly put around the bottom of the rack, it could be a little loose around the bottom, and it'll give you a little more tension at the top. So I weighed everything after I'd done all my sets, and it was already tight and taut at the bottom. Weighed the bands, came out to 710 pounds in band tension at the top. It's a little more than what I thought that it was, to be honest. With 422 in straight weight, puts me a little over 1100 at the top. I think I only have around 25 to 35% of band tension at the bottom of my squat. Somewhere around there. That depends on the band. That depends. You see, if you watch my videos, you know, you watch my shirt, when I get to the bottom of the box squat, I still have this habit of not rounding, you know, not losing my lower back arch, but I'm losing kind of the arch a little bit right in through here. Just a little bit. It's not, it drives me crazy. Yeah, it would drive me crazy if I saw, you know, somebody doing it, but wouldn't drive me insane though. But I'm losing a little bit of arch right there at the bottom, and that could be a number of things. That could be a habit. You know, there was somebody yelling here at me to do it. If I was continuing, you know, if I could practice, if I could do it several times without doing it, maybe I could continue doing that. Or hey, that could be something really tight through my hamstrings, my glutes, and my low back, where all of my issues are. That once I get on that box and I get my low back tight, it's having to give from somewhere. And that could just be that slight little twist and turn. And we're talking about, you know, an absolute hair. If I had a straight bar, obviously if I had the straight bar, I would be locked in chest out. So I wouldn't be rolling forward. But the SS yoke bar, where you can naturally kind of roll forward like that, which you don't want to do, it becomes much more obvious. Was reminding myself on every set that when you set up on the SS yoke bar, don't take it up on your neck. Get your head up under there. Get that bar on your traps. Don't forget to tighten those traps back and get that head packed and get that bar sitting under the back side of your traps Don't set it up high, and don't round forward like this. That's not where you want to be. That's not a good spot to be. It's a great way to hurt your neck, and for the lift not to transfer over to anything. Get that neck packed back, get the upper back packed and tighten before you ever take that bar out of the rack, and keep it that way. So anyway, that wasn't bad. I did skip. It was much more than not bad. It was pretty freaking nice. And notice the first set, I got this recorded with my phone. The first set that I took, one plate and the Mondo bands, briefs, and the canvas suit hit the box easily. And then 4 plates and 710 pounds of bands, same suit worked. Same suit and brief combination still worked. I think that canvas suit is the most versatile suit there is. If you know much about gear, there are not many suits that you can hit the box comfortably with one plate, and then that same suit be effective with max weights. And I didn't even have the straps put up. I had the straps down. So a lot of that is knowing how to use the gear. But I will tell you that suit is really freaking nice. Really freaking nice. A lot of people say that a canvas suit is not a suit for someone who's learning how to use a suit. I'm disagreeing heavily. It's so adjustable, and whatever kind of briefs you want to put under it, it's fine. You can make it all work. So I'll leave that. It's another video as well. I wanted to do the one-legged pistol squats, decided not to. I'm a little pressed for time. I need to cut this video off so I can get home. But I do want to get back to doing some weightlifting squats, and I think the best way for me to do that is with a lighter weight and add the chains, short rest periods, keeping the dynamic effort method going. It's going to be the safest for my back, my knees, safest for my wrist, elbows. I'm going to be using a lightweight. But the key, and you can see the difference between my box squats and my weightlifting squats, that I haven't done these in a long time, is when you're doing a dynamic effort method squat. See, how to put this. It's not just squatting with submaximal weights. It is squatting with maximal force with submaximal weights. And that's the key. The dynamic effort absolutely does not work if you only put the effort into it required to squat the weight on the bar. You have to be able to put that max effort, force, and drive into submaximal weights. And then once that becomes way too easy, you add weights or bands or chains to the bar. That way it's still forcing you to provide maximal force into a submaximal weight. And it has to be repetitive, has to be a very high training density and a very short time frame as well. I can do that with the box squats. You can see that with the box squats. And then I get over here to the weightlifting squats. You can tell I haven't done these in a while. Front squats as well. It was completely choking me out. Kudos to the guy who told me that these are much easier and less productive than a real front squat. You're absolutely incorrect. You have never used my harness before. My harness is more difficult than a regular front squat for people who can actually front squat. I cannot hold the bar in that position. The point of a front squat is not to hold the bar in that position. There are a whole lot of structural things going on. And the point for me is to have the leg strength and the upper back strength to hold the posture. And that's what that does. And I'm still forcing my elbows out in front. Anyway, I won't jump on that tangent just yet. But you can see I'm not nearly as explosive. I did get better as my body adjusted to the weight. The weight on here was really, really light. The chains were probably fairly accurate for what I need to use. And I did get better with every set. I was able to apply more force into the weight that I was using every set. Then I went to the front squats, and it was just so uncomfortable. And you can tell I haven't done them in a long time, since January maybe. And then I used a women's bar, which is a little bit thinner, a little bit easier to set up. And then I was last January, more than a year ago. So I was 60 pounds lighter at the time as well. Anyway, those are exercises I need to keep in the routine. I can definitely feel my legs, and they're very athletic movements, and I think they're going to transfer over into my deadlift at this time. They haven't always transferred into my deadlift, but I think at this time, I think I can transfer the weightlifting squats and the front squats over into my deadlift, maybe into my Atlas stones as well. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope to be back here on Friday. Probably still won't have electricity anytime soon, and we're not going to be off lockdown till May, sometime between May and July. So anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a good one. See you Friday.